In 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everyone. My name is Trustin Islander. If you can hear me, just type yes in the chat area. I'm muting everyone now. Okay, good. So I know everyone can hear me. So we're going to just start with today's class is basically introduction and setup, and then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to share my screen. Now, it's a very small presentation I've made. So this is why we're here. We're going to learn Python in 1 week. Now, a lot of people have asked, is it possible to learn Python in 1 week? You can learn driving in 1 week. You can learn anything in 1 week. The only thing is that you need to commit time and resources in this 1 week. So, and note it among yourself, note those who will finish. When a class starts, I don't like biasing a class, but those who attend lectures, those who generally do homework and make efforts will finish the class successfully. Those who don't will not finish the class. It's not me trying to badmouth anybody. It's just the way it works. It's like going to driving school and you are not attending classes, but you think you will learn how to drive. It's just not possible. It's just not going to happen. So it's why we're here. It's going to run from today to the end of this week. It's going to run. Please, could you mute your mic? It's going to run from today to the end of this week. So it's a paid class. Those who have not paid should please endeavor to pay by Wednesday. So this is the interesting part. What you get in return for those who pay, you get access to a Telegram group for programmers, and that is priceless. Everybody is going to get the 6 hours of Zoom training. My hourly rate is generally 5K an hour, so that's how that was priced. Everybody's going to get one ebook, and I'm going to put the ebook in the chat area. It's an EPUB, so you need an EPUB reader. You need an EPUB reader to, what's the word? To read the book. But I'm putting it here for you. Please, it will take you to Dropbox, download it from Dropbox and read. You need an EPUB reader to read the book. Somebody made an effort to convert it to PDF. Yes, you can convert it to PDF, but it's sold on Amazon. I sell it on Amazon for $5. So please, that is the format it was designed in for Amazon. But now, if you are trying to, what's the word? If you're trying to make it easy for yourself, you could convert it to a PDF. I won't mind. So you get 6 hours of Zoom training. What I mean by 6 hours of Zoom training is because we'll do 6 classes. So today's our first class. I want to thank those of you that are able to attend in person. I'm really grateful. I don't take it for granted that you people have been able to spare an hour of your time to come to class. Thank you very much. Okay, before we begin, this is a testimonial from the last class. You can read it, but let me just talk about this girl specifically because she was very impressive. She was the best student for the last class. And one thing about her was this: she always attended lectures. She always did all the homework. She did all the classwork. So by the time she finished, she built a GPA calculator and is hosted on GitHub. Now, for avoidance of doubt, this course, there's no certificate being awarded. If I do a longer course, maybe like a 4 weeks course or a 5 weeks course, there will be certificates. But how you prove that you learned anything in this course is your GitHub account. You create a GitHub account and then upload a project to it at the end of this course. And that is by the end of this 1 week. So the wise thing to do, and I'm going to put that in the chat, the wise thing to do is create a GitHub. It's called GitHub. It's called GitHub. You create a GitHub account and you put your project there. Now, these are the ground rules for this class to be successful. Rule number 1, follow instructions as best as you can. I say this because people do not like to follow instructions, and the instructions are designed for your own good. If you have any doubt as to who I am and what I have done, you can always Google my name online. You'll find profound evidence of what I've done over the last couple of years. So follow instructions as best as you can. Feel free to ask questions if you are unclear on any instruction. And that is, if you don't understand what I've said in any way, just ask me. Don't hesitate, please. Then search before you ask for a solution to a programming problem. I'll be throwing out, and that's the aim of the WhatsApp group, I'll be throwing out programming problems in the WhatsApp group. I'll be putting programming problems. Search online. There's a whole internet that is there for you. Search online before you ask for a solution. Then direct all questions to the group. It's best if I answer a question once, not having to answer it 3 times. So all your questions, just direct them to the group. Then call only as a last resort. Now it's WhatsApp, it's not Telegram. In Telegram, my phone number is hidden. But in WhatsApp, my phone number is not hidden. So you can call me, but call me only as a last resort because I'm busy. I also do a little bit of software development too. But my focus is data science and machine learning, not core development. My focus is data science, but that said, I do a little bit of development, so I'm very busy. So call me only as a last resort. Now, this is my disclaimer. I cannot teach you how to code, but I can help you learn how to code. And what I mean by this is this. I cannot teach you. You guys have to do the work, the hard work of learning how to code. You have to do it yourself. But I can help you learn how to code. So what we will be learning, we cannot cover everything, but this is a Python curriculum I have found helpful. We'll be learning everything from basics, everything in the basics part. So I'll be teaching you how to use the terminal. I'll be teaching you how to do arithmetic in Python. I'll be teaching you how to accept user input. We won't do for loop, we will do while loop. I'll teach you how to do if and else statements. We will not touch exception handling. I'll teach you functions and modules and imports. Now, I will try to make this class as intensive as possible, but I also try to make sure that as many people that put in the hard work will succeed. Somebody said that he has tried so many times to learn programming, and I won't mention names, but the truth is this: let's hope this time is different. So this is the flight plan. Like if you're in an aeroplane, before you fly, wait, are people still with me, or am I talking to myself? If you're still with me, please type yes, so that I know that I'm not alone here, because I've been talking for like, okay, good. I see some yeses, good. I see enough yeses to continue. Okay, so this is the flight plan. The flight plan is this. On day 1, today, we'll do introduction and setup. So that means like now, this is the class introduction, and then we'll set up the class. We'll set up Python environment on somebody's machine. It's already installed on mine, and I can't uninstall even for demo purposes because there are a lot of things that are dependencies on my machine. But definitely, we will set up for one person in class. Then day 2, we'll look at Euclid's algorithm. Euclid's algorithm is a classical algorithm. We're going to look at it, and then For day 3, we'll look at control structures. Then day 4, we'll take a break. It's also the payment deadline. Day 4 is a Wednesday. Day 5, we'll look at control structures, which is the while loop. Day 6, we'll look at projects, and then you submit on GitHub. Now, the idea for a project, you come up, pick a project for yourself. The only condition is this: make sure you do not, you can defend it. So choose a project idea for yourself, as simple as you can make it. I'm not going to discourage it. Yvonne, whom I showed you in this slide, Yvonne, who gave this feedback, that's her name. Yvonne, who gave this feedback, chose a GPA calculator and she finished it. The aim of this is that by choosing a project for yourself, you get to finish something and then you know that, okay, you've achieved X within a stated period of time. We don't have time, so choose something that, in project management, there's something called scope. Scope is how much do you want to cover. So choose something that the scope is small, not something with a large scope. Choose something that the scope is very small, so that you know that you can finish it on time. Not something that, and then if you have any project ideas, share it with the group. I will help you and then we can move on from there. Then day 7 is feedback and review. Feedback and review being that you talk to me, this is what we did, this is what you like, this is what you didn't like. Then I take that as correction and then I move on. So let's start. Why do we program? We program to automate the solution to a problem. The ultimate goal of programming is to eliminate a human being from a process. That's the goal. So you take any problem that you solve manually and you make an algorithm out of it. And that's a keyword, an algorithm. An algorithm is a finite series of steps. I'm not too fast. Okay, it's in the notes, so you don't need to write that down. But an algorithm is a finite series of steps that when you follow them in order, give you the solution to a problem. So you take any problem you have and you write an algorithm for it. Then when you write an algorithm, you convert your algorithm to a language that the computer understands and makes it solve the problem for you. Now understand this, the language the computer understands is called a programming language. It's the language the computer understands. It's called a programming language. Computers learn themselves easily to mathematical problems. So algorithm, a step-by-step instruction or step-by-step sequence of instructions that are executed in order. So I mean, you can read. I'll share the notes for you guys as soon as this class is over. Okay, so there's a playlist as we round up. There's a playlist and there's homework. The playlist is given here. Like I said, maximum 1 hour, we are done. We don't have to spend the whole 1 hour. Maximum 1 hour will be done. But this is a playlist of videos, so you can watch that. Then homework, read day 1 of Learn Python in 1 week. Today I shared a Python pack. I hope okay, let me continue. Today I shared a Python pack. Today I shared a Python pack. And in that Python pack, there are 10 books. So what I want you guys to do for me is I want you guys to read, to find my own book. My own book is called Learn Python in 1 week, and then read day 1 of the book. Now, finally, not finally, okay. If you have paid for this training, please get in touch. There's a Telegram group that I add people to who have paid for the training. So if you have let's do installation and setup before we go. So the quick question, we're going to do installation and setup. So if you're an Android user, install CubePython. If you're an iOS user, install Python. But if you have a laptop, please, before you go there, let's do a demo for the class. So who volunteer their laptop to project their screen? I need someone to volunteer. Okay, that is Mr. Adekweji. Okay, so I need you to unmute yourself and then share your screen. Okay. Okay, you've already downloaded the book. Nice one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so do something for me. Just create a new tab on your browser.
Okay.
Okay, good. Go to python.org. No, .org. .org.
Yeah, this is it, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, it has loaded, sir. Can you see it, sir?
Okay, good. So what we do, go to downloads. Yeah, that one. Okay, scroll down.
Okay.
Okay, use Windows installer 64-bit. I'm assuming you're on a 64-bit machine.
Sir?
No, Windows installer 64-bit.
Oh, window installer. This is it, sir. Okay, Windows installer 64-bit. Okay.
Okay, click on it.
It's loading, sir.
Okay, good.
It's
Okay,
downloading, sir.
Okay, good, good. So wait for that to download. So while that is downloading, now is a good time to ask your questions, everybody. If you have any question to ask, now is a good time to ask, and then I will answer.
So I have a question, sir.
Okay, good.
You know, as a novice in the data analytics programming, is it possible to actually learn it within 1 week?
Okay, so you can learn Python, the basics, in 1 week, but data analysis is another ball game entirely. I do data analytics. I'm doing a course on that right now. In fact, I switched to, I've been in Python. Wait, sorry, can somebody there is making noise, please. Please. Okay, so I've done a lot of programming in my life, but it's been a year since I just switched to this thing. I switched to Python. It's been over a year now since I switched to Python exclusively. I only do Python now. Data analysis is one aspect of Python, but if you don't know the basics, and you can't even do data analytics. So you need to first know the basics. Do you understand?
Okay, sir.
So in 1 week, you can learn the basics. That's why I wrote that book. That book was designed to teach people the basics in 1 week. This download that is downloading is not fast too. What's happening?
No, it's because of the one that I clicked before. It's fast now.
Okay.
It's moving now.
Okay, I was about to say it rained today. So it's kind of really this thing. We'll wait for it. So any more questions? Any more questions?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. I know there's a lot of noise at the background. I don't know if you can still hear me. I have the intention of going for data science. I'm an insurance person, but I've heard of data science in the past, and I have the urge. I'm even right now. I'm even checking for schools to go for data science, but I don't know jack about it. And it's not just ordinary graduate level; it's masters. So I'm like, will they even accept me? Or do you understand? I'm looking at all of those. Would they even accept? Because I don't even have any background in that particular aspect. I'm trying to learn Excel. I know there's Python, there's R programming, there's SAS. A lot of things I've gone on internet to research, but there's nobody to put to. Well, the immediately you mentioned data science, I was like, I think this is the main person to even talk to. Maybe after the whole class, then we get talking. You put me into some other things, which I don't know. I don't know how possible it's going to be, and I know it will come with a fee, but I'm just so glad to be here. I don't know. Yeah.
Just there's a mastermind group I have, and I was telling class, anybody that pays the fee for this class joins that group, and then the group is focused on data sciences. Do you understand? Because what we want to do is this: we need to build talent in something. I think data science for me is very interesting. So it's something that we can always. Do you have my WhatsApp number?
Yeah, I have your WhatsApp number, but I think you gave me a link to a WhatsApp Telegram group too.
Yeah. So you see what I post on the group. If you join that group, you see what I post there.
Yeah,
it's related to data sciences. I post courses, videos, because truth about data sciences, as far as Nigeria is concerned, is very few experts exist. I'm not saying that to insult anybody.
You need not tell me. I'm aware. Even abroad, very few of them.
I'm not saying that to insult anybody, but I thank God that at least I've been able to do some little work in data science right now. I use Google Colab. I don't know if you've heard of Google Colab.
No.
I can put that in the chat. Let me put that in the chat so you go and Google it. Okay, sorry, not this chat. I'll put it in the chat, but it's called Google Colab. Or this man can Google it. Please, Mr. Adepeju, can you just Google Colab? I just want to show him something, because that's what I use for data sciences. The machine I have cannot carry. Data science involves a lot of hardware. So the machine I use at home, it cannot carry data science. That's the first thing that discourages people in data sciences.
You said Google Scholar, right?
Colab, C-O.
Okay.
No, C-O. L-A-B.
Okay.
Yeah, Google Colab. Yes.
Okay.
So if you use Google Colab, you will be able to run like a sim. You'll be able to do a basic data science course without upgrading your hardware. It runs. Please, who asked the question? I didn't note the person.
Afolabi.
Okay, Mr. Afolabi. So it runs this thing in the browser. How much do you know about Google data science when you say Jupyter Notebooks? Do you know Jupyter Notebooks?
It's just part of what I've just seen. I've not really gone deep. Like, okay, I have to read this and this. I know there are so many things involved. Just a Jupyter. There's which other one? Is it Dump something? Yeah. There's one they call Jumpy. Is it Jumpsy or something? I can't
Jupyter, that's Jupyter.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like a Jupyter Notebook, what a Jupyter Notebook does is that it allows you to run your data science commands. So if you run data science, if you do data sciences and you don't want to buy a laptop that is overpowered, you can run on Google Colab and all you need is internet connection. All you need is internet connection. However, me, the way I see the industry, data science is the future. I've not been this excited about anything in tech in a very long time. All the other things are not very interesting, but data science has the potential to become very interesting in the next couple of years. And there are not too many experts. So, Mr. Falabi, did you study this thing in school, accounting?
No, I'm a pure insurance person.
What did you study in school, actuarial science?
Insurance, not actuarial science, insurance.
Okay, so let me just answer Mr. David. Okay, so Mr. David, we're installing Python. I'm waiting for the download to finish. So I'm looking at the download, then I'm taking questions. Today is installation and setup. I will share the, so you go to python.org and you download the exe, the executable file. I will share the video of the course, and then I will share the, what's it called? I will share the, this thing. I will share the, what's the word I'm looking for? The notes I generated in class today. From tomorrow, however, you will be seeing questions. I'll be dropping questions in the WhatsApp group. So I will drop questions. Then in class, we'll treat the solution to the questions. That's how I will teach. So please try and attend class. It's for your own good. And then try and read. I shared a Python pack, and I'm emphasizing it. I shared a Python pack tonight, sometime this evening. Please try and go through my book. My book is in that pack. It's called Learn Python in 1 week. It's a book I wrote specifically for this course. Now, Mr. Falabi, you studied insurance in school, so I assume you know small accounting. So you have a big advantage over most of us, even in data science.
Really?
Yes. The statistical part of data sciences is where you have an advantage, not the coding part. I studied systems engineering, so my own will be if I can beat anybody in coding, then that's where I can beat somebody. But when it comes to the what's it called? The come on, let's do statistics. My brother, I won't lie to you. Now, I'll be that. So any other question? Once this download is finished, that's the last thing for the night. So I just want to take any other question. Have you heard of OpenXYL? Okay, the link to the download is python.org. Go to python.org. I'll put that in the listing. So you can close the Google Colab, Mr. Adepeju. You can close it. But those of you interested in data science and then you don't want to buy a machine just yet, that's the best way to go. It's and once you learn how to use Google Colab, you're not intimidated by, okay, Python for web development. I don't use Python for web development. Currently, I do a little Kiwi, not Kiwi, I do a little Tkinter, but I know that if you want to use this thing, use Flask or Django. But I don't do those ones. I don't do those ones. I know guys who do those ones, but I don't touch it. I do desktop apps and I do a little bit of, but I'm focused on data science. I've been programming for some time. It's just recently, after I worked on a government project, I decided to focus exclusively on Python. No more Java, no more JavaScript in my life. Okay, wait, don't go anywhere. You've clicked the launch, click add Python 3.9 to parts. Then click install now. Why you are clicking that is because you want to be able to install pip. You want to be able to use pip to install programs. So this setup might take a while, depending on how fast the machine is. So any more questions? A lot of things I teach, you can find a tutorial on the net to teach this stuff. So there's no, yes, Python does simulations and data from sensors. Yes, it does. It does. That would be Arduino. Python is used even in Arduino. Like I said, it takes a lot to just focus on one language. And for me to focus on only Python, trust me, it's because I know what I've seen in the other languages. I've looked at a lot of them and I saw that if I'm going to really go forward in the industry, I need to learn Python. So any more questions, anybody? Any more questions?
Sir, I also have a question. So I will told the part of Mr. Falabi because I'm also interested in data science and especially and also coding. So I don't know if there is another class for these. You understand, sir?
Okay, data sciences. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, as of today, I don't yet teach data science. I wish I could, but I have a personal.
Okay, what about data analytics, sir?
I don't teach. I have not yet written the lesson note for it. I'm working on it, but I don't teach yet because if you look at Learn Python in 1 week, you see that it's like a lesson note. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to go with.
Okay, sir.
So I've written Learn Python in 1 week like a lesson note. So if you have that book, it's like me and you sitting down together in a class. And like, I'll give you a bit of a background. I'm from a long line of teachers. I'm a 3rd generation teacher. My grandfather was a teacher. My mom retired as a headmistress. And then I'm also a teacher. So one of the things you learn from that kind of family lineage is you don't teach a class without lesson notes. I don't have a lesson note for data science that is unique. Does it make sense?
Okay, I get.
Learn Python in 1 week is unique. I didn't plagiarize. I didn't, what's the word? I didn't dub anybody's code. I wrote it from scratch. The danger with even writing data science for Nigeria is data sets. Nigerian data sets are very hard to find. I don't know if you've looked at Nigerian data sets, but they are very hard to find. You know? So we have 2 minutes left. I think we can round up in the next 2 minutes. So click on close. Okay, I posted a link on it. I posted a link on it in the chat. I posted a link on it in the chat. I'll just find the link. I posted a link on it in the chat. Please, I'm coming. Just give me time. Let me go through that. So it's there. Okay, you can use that link or you can use the one in the Python. It's called Learn Python in 1 week. Or you can use the link I sent, or you can find it in the Python pack I sent you. The Python pack is designed for, it's just a collection of books on Python, 10 books. If you read those books, now they're not focused on data science, they're focused on generality of Python. But if you read those books, you'll be able to write code in Python. So any other one, this is 8:40. I don't want us to take long doing nothing. Any question for the day, then we can end the class.
So has it finished? Has it finished installing?
Yes. So let's do your own case. So can you click on Windows? Let's quickly write a Python command and test it. Then click on idle, Python 3.9. Yeah, the one in the middle. Okay, click print. Print in small letters. No, just press, click your mouse, left click your mouse. The cursor is blinking, yeah. Print, small letters. No, print, print. Type, sorry. Print, open bracket. Then close bracket. Then go back in. Go back into the bracket. Now move your cursor back in here. Then use exclamation marks, 2 exclamation marks in the brackets. 2 exclamation marks. No, not exclamation marks. What are they called now? Speech marks.
Speech.
Okay. Speech marks. Like this quotes. Like
Quotes.
Okay.
quotes. Yeah. Do it again. Second time. Okay, go back in. Type hello world. It's very hard to describe. It's in my head though, but to describe it is very hard. Hello world. So run it.
Click enter.
Click enter. Sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, so it works. So your installation works very well. So it's from here you start talking about things like what you want to build or what you want to do with Python. But overall, Python is a very powerful programming language. Let me congratulate Mr. Adepeju. We've started. I will share the notes shared in class today. I will share it as soon as this class is over. Then as soon as Zoom finishes processing the video, I will share the video to the group. I will share the video to the group. So any more questions? Any more questions?
So what if I have the Python 3.8 installed?
Oh, it's fantastic. It doesn't, no need to uninstall. No need to uninstall.
Okay.
I use 3.7 because sometimes you can't, like in my case, you can't undo what you've already done. There are so many dependencies on the laptop that you can't just undo them. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Any other question?
Yeah, sorry, I want to find out something. Okay, let me just start with what I've researched so far. What led me to data science? I'm a bit of a forex kind of person. I love forex. So when I said, oh, data, I was like, okay, can you use data? Can you collate data from forex and use it as a prediction? That's on one leg. So while trying to get information or trying to know what to study or whatever, I got information about financial engineering. Financial engineering. There's one school online which is a free tuition school. Is a WQU. They offer data science for 16 weeks, and they also do 2 years course. It's free online. WQU. I don't know if you can check it out. That was where I had data science for the first time. So I was like, wow, data science. But they did, there was a test they did for me, which I failed. They said I have to join another class next, because I think the questions were basically Python questions. But I didn't even know. I was just looking at it and said, which one, what is whatever. So that's the other end. That's like the second one. I'm just that's not really a question, it's just a part of it. But the final one is what was there? Because I saw one place that I saw financial is it financial technology? Does it have any relationship with data science?
Well, financial technology, basically, they will apply data science in financial technology. Yeah, you're talking about things like, I don't know if you know about time series.
But I've heard of time series before, yeah.
Okay, so there's something called time series analysis. So there was a project I just finished working on in not QPython, in Google Colab. And it was a tutorial, but doing it in Google Colab was kind of hard because I had to, when somebody writes in one thing and then you have to translate it by yourself. But I succeeded. And this one, they looked at, coronavirus. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, you know coronavirus, the spread of coronavirus since across the world. And that was a time series. And that's the way they will do financial engineering. They will look at price points, maybe across a period of time. Then they will use any programming language. But the top three, the top two are Python and R. I don't know if you've heard of R.
I have our program.
Yes, R programming. So the top two are Python and R. So they'll use those ones and then they will now use that and then they will analyze. So that's what financial engineering is all about. But you still need to learn how to code. Then you need to know statistics before you can go further.
Okay, because I'm on the verge of like I want to shift career. That's what I'm after, really. I want to move from insurance, become a data person, and let me even explore the world. I'm tired.
Any Forex. I'm the any Forex. The any Forex. That's the goal. That's the goal, is to earn Forex. So, because the truth about data science is that there are not many experts even in the world right now. There are not many experts. Okay, I think that should be all. It's a good place to stop. Let's continue gisting in the group. Tomorrow you get homework. No, you get classwork. I will share the notes now. Before 9 o'clock, you will get the notes. Then you get classwork. Please do your classwork and then go through that playlist. In the video I sent you, in the page 12, sorry, not page 12, page 11, there's a playlist of videos. And please go through that playlist so that you just understand some of the things we're doing in class, and then you progress faster in class. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good night. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night then.